I really cried, bruh. I cried, bruh. My mom really got me put in handcuffs, bruh. Is this thing on? Oh, okay. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nico. Back with another video. Well, I can't say back with another video. Well, this is my first video, but like I was saying, this is my first video, I guess, since I restarted my YouTube channel, I guess. But I had posted a poll on my Instagram on what y'all wanted me to post about me getting caught smoking for the first time or me getting arrested, and everybody said arrested, so that shit tough, bruh. I really cried, bruh. I cried, bruh. My mom really got me put in handcuffs, bruh. So when was this? This was in 7th grade. I lived in Texas at the time, so this was in middle school. I lived in Texas. Me and my homeboy Isaiah, that's my homie for life. That's my best friend. But me and him, we used to play hella games on the phone, like Clash of Clans and stuff. And if you know what Clash of Clans is, you're a real nigga, bro. If you don't know what that is, bro, just move to the side. We used to like take people's credit cards and use them on the game. So I guess you could say we was like credit card scamming or whatever. So that's how it all started. We would just take people's credit cards and stuff and use it on the game, because we were some nerds. We were some nerds, bro. And so I guess that led to me. I wanted to like make more money and stuff. I guess I wasn't old enough to get a real job, so I was out here finessing. And you know me, I was out here finessing. It started off YouTube. If you know what Vice is, like they be showing a whole bunch of real content and stuff. And I think I had seen a video on how to sell drugs, something like that. That just made me want to sell drugs, I guess. But I didn't really sell drugs. Ain't no way I was selling drugs. I was too soft for that, bro. So I had made an Instagram account. I made an Instagram account acting like I was selling weed. So like I would go in here every single day, acting like I was selling weed. I would post all these pictures, hashtags and stuff. And I had business booming, boy. Niggas was hitting my phone like crazy. And I wasn't really selling weed though. I was scamming, bro. So like I had set up a PayPal and everything. I knew what I was doing. It's crazy. I had set up a PayPal and everything. Like when I act like I was going, when they said that they were gonna buy the weed, they sent the money to my PayPal, and then I would just block them and I spend the money. And I say like I made a couple hundred doing that. And keep in mind I was only in 7th grade, so I didn't really know what to do with the money. So I know one time I had bought me a gold watch. It had alligator skin, and I bought me a gold watch. And my mom asked me how I got it, and I just said I did it from YouTube, because that's when I wanted to do YouTube too. I've been wanting to do YouTube for a while. I have like 3 YouTube channels, and so that happened. I got me a watch. That's the first time something happened, and then she asked me where I got it. I said I got it from YouTube, and I lost that watch. That's crazy. That was a fire watch too. The second time, I made a couple sales. I'd be in a restaurant, I think I was in Logan's or something like that, and I was messing with some rich people, bruh, because this dude had sent me some money. I was saying stuff like, I'll give you a pound for $75, and people believe me. It's crazy. But that's dangerous, bro. Do not do that junk. But he had sent me, I was in a restaurant with my family. He said he'll send me $75 on PayPal. I gave him the wrong PayPal email. Like I had a typo, and he sent it. And I said, my fault, that's the wrong email, send it to this one. He said, alright, and then he just sent me a 75 again. So, that's crazy. He sent me hella money doing that. After that, we went home. I blocked him, of course. He ain't getting the money back, so he sent me 75. So, I'm thinking he's not going to get the money back. He sent me 75, I blocked him, and I didn't think he would get the money back. So, we go home, like 2 days passed. Next thing you know, my mom, I'm playing a video game upstairs, because that's all I used to do, bro. So my mom called me downstairs, and she was like, she just screaming, going off. And she said, what's this in my PayPal? What's going on in my PayPal? And I tried to tell her, I was like, I had spent some money on a game or something like that. And at the time, she thought I was stealing from her or something like that. She actually went through my phone and saw the Instagram messages. Because you know when you block somebody, they messages still be in your DM. At least the old Instagram was like that. And she found the messages, bro. She went through it, and she seen him. She seen the dude that sent me the 75, and all the other people that I was finessing. And that's crazy, because me and Isaiah was finessing, and we would buy each other stuff, bro. Like we was really like that, bro. We was really close like that, and we bought each other stuff with our finessing money. And She showed it to my grandma, bro, and she said she was gonna call the police on me, bro. And she really did it for real. And she took me to the station, bro. I'll never forget that. It was at night. She took me to the police station, and we was in there for a good like 2 hours, bro. And she called the officer on the phone. He told him to bring me in. And she brought me up to the station, and they had to fill out some papers. Dude put me in a room, and we was just talking. He told me, he was like, we're gonna do a lie detector test on you, cause the whole room was like, it monitors your heartbeat and your body heat. So he said we're gonna do a lie detector test, and he's just asking me. He asked me like 15 questions, and I was nervous, boy. I was sweating, boy. I was scared. I think I lied, bro. I was scared. And he stepped out. He said, I'm finna go check these results. And my mom was already out in the hallway, so they were talking and everything. And he came back in the room, bro. He came back in the room. He made me stand up.